and welcome back to my channel. So recently I was overcome with an intense desire to make one of those newsy hats but in pink. And especially with fall just around the corner, I think it would be so nice to be able to wear one of those. And for the fabric, I think I'll be able to find something suitable at the thrift store, so that's where I'll head. With thrift stores, you never really know what you're going to find, but I ended up finding exactly what I was looking for, which is this pink, almost tweed-like fabric that were originally curtains. And these are all the things I ended up buying because there were so many fun things that I just knew I would use, like this really cool leaf one, this flower one with like butterflies, that was also really nice. There's this red one. But this is the one I'm gonna use. And then for the pattern, I drew this out and it's a little hard to see, so these are the measurements. I just folded it down that center line and cut it out so that it would be a symmetrical piece. And then in addition to the measurements I gave you, I did add a 1 centimeter seam allowance all around the edges. And this is kind of off topic, but I recently went to a beach and found the flattest rock I've ever seen. It reminds me of one of those ice cream spoon things. And then I also found some cool fossils like this Petoskey stone and some other stuff. And I thought that was pretty cool. So back to making the hat, I used the pattern piece and cut out 6 of them. I cut them out from a lining as well, and the lining is also from the thrift store, but I got it a long time ago. And I think white bed sheets make a really good lining. I really like going to the thrift store because it's super affordable and you can get so much fabric, plus it's a lot better for the environment. And fun fact, the paperweights I'm using here are also rocks from the beach. They actually make really good paperweights. And in addition to the pattern pieces, I did cut out the 4 by 65 centimeter strip from the main fabric and an 8 by 65 centimeter strip from the lining. They're gonna make kind of the bands of the hat. And then later on, I am going to cut out some more pieces for the visor of the hat. But in general, you really don't need that much fabric for this hat. And when I laid it out like this, I thought it looked like a fun little flower. And these are what all my pattern pieces looked like. 6 of the pattern from the main fabric and the lining, plus the strips of fabric. And I did put interfacing on both strips of fabric. The assembly is pretty simple. All I had to do was sew together the 6 pieces, the main fabric and lining separately. And you can do this however you want, but I first sew them in pairs before sewing those pairs all together. And you just want to make sure that when it's all sewn together, the seams all come to a central point at the center top of the hat. I know some other ways people like to do these kind of things is to sew them 3 and 3 together and then put the 2 halves together to make the whole thing. And this is what they look like once the 6 pieces are all sewn together for the lining and the main fabric. Then I basically just put the lining hat inside the main hat with their wrong sides facing each other and sewing all around the edges so that none of the wrong side can be seen. I also made sure to put them together so that the seam lines on the main fabric and the seam lines on the lining are all matched up. And then I took the strip of fabric I cut out of the main fabric and pinned it all around the edge of the hat with the right sides facing towards each other. And once I pinned all the way around, that's when I sewed the ends of the strip to make it into a loop so that it fits perfectly with the hat. And now it was starting to look like a cute little hat. To To make the visor portion, I used the hat I already had and used a piece of paper to make marks and indentations kind of on the shape and size of the visor. Then I traced it with a pencil and folded it in half before cutting it out. And I traced this piece on another piece of paper but added seam allowance to this one. Using the visor pattern without the seam allowance, I cut out the piece that is going to go inside the visor to make it hard. I don't really know what it's called, but I used this sheet of plastic I got from the 100 yen store in Japan, and it made for a very good visor hardener. But I know that you can use other things like really thick interfacing. And then I used the pattern piece with the seam allowance to cut out 2 pieces from the main fabric. And I pinned those right sides together and sewed around the outside curve so that the hard thing will fit perfectly inside. Once I put the hard thing inside, I sewed the opening shut. Then I pinned it to the hat, matching up the centers. I made the part where the band was seamed together the center back. And since there is that very stiff material inside the visor, it can be a little bit tricky to sew this part onwards, but I just tried my best to make it the best I could. And now I have the last thing I need to sew on, which is the lining strip. I folded over both sides of the long edge and ironed it down, and then top stitched those spots. And this is also where I sewed in my little tag. Then to actually sew it onto the hat, I put the wrong side of this strip to the right side of the band of the hat and sewed all the way around before creating a seam in the back just like before. And when you sew this part, you are going to be sewing over the visor that we sewed on earlier. And then I folded over that band to the lining side of the hat and pushed the seam allowance towards the band. And then I stitched over the seam where the band met the hat from the right side of the hat. And after this, I did use my iron to steam and heat the visor thing so it wasn't just completely flat and more curved like an actual hat visor would be. And that completes the hat. I think it turned out so cute and I just love it. And it also goes really good with the skirt and blouse I made, which I love. It's so cool to me that I made this entire outfit myself. Thank you so much for sticking to the end, and if you got anything out of this video, please make sure to like and subscribe, and see you next time!